Oh, everybody, we're back. I'm your host, Colette Coakley, with the Women's Leadership Forum, and I'm trying to figure out if I'm glad it's Monday. Of course, I'm glad it's Monday. I'm glad it's Monday. I'm glad to be here. Many people didn't make it to Monday, but despite the snow, despite all the rain and the sleet or whatever else is coming at us, I made it. I made it, and you made it too. So I'm glad to have you here with me. And today is Movement Monday. Okay. We're going to move today. I've been trying to move all weekend long, but I wasn't trying to move that snow. I'll be honest with you. I don't like trying to shovel the snow. I know that's for the kids, um, whoever else loves the snow. But if you know anything about me, you know that I'm originally from Buffalo, New York. I have had my share of snow, people. I'm no longer the snow lover. I've hung up my parka, I've hung up my duck boots, I've traded them in to come this way. And guess what? It snowed, but that's okay. I'm working my way through it, just like I'm going to work my way through today. So, who are we? My name's Colette Coakley. I'm the Vice President of Human Resources for Maryland Television. I am also the founder of the Women's Leadership Forum, and I'm here to encourage you. Much like the women who attend the forum, we are encouraging each other to do better, to do great things, to get out there in this world, to lift one another up, because that's what we've been put on this earth to do. We've been purposed to walk in our lane, to talk in our lane, and to bring one another along. We cannot leave any woman behind. And so the Women's Forum has put together for the last 3 years an event that is awesome. It is so awesome that we decided to make sure that we were coming to you this year virtually, despite the pandemic, despite COVID, despite the rain and the wind and the storm. There ain't no mountain high enough. We are climbing it, we're getting over it, and we're coming to you virtually for 3 days, folks. And we're on a platform called Hop In, where you can hop in or you hop out. It is your choice to do that. You don't have to sit there all 3 days and just stare at the screen. We've given you choices. We have a keynote speaker, a panel, and guess what? We even have a workout session that we're going to have. Okay. And then following all of that, we're going to have 13 choices of workshops. 13 choices of workshops. You get to choose to hop in or hop out of the workshop of your choice. Now, that's only on day one. I'm just describing day one. Day two, we have writing. Writing. And if you've had that book in your head, or you trying to do a blog, or you want to write an article, we have somebody that's going to help you to get started on all that, because there's nothing that says you should be sitting on your talent. So if you feel like you've got it in you and you want to get it out, we have somebody to help you get it out. And then we're bringing to you an internship program through Facebook Live. So all of these students who are out there viewing us, don't just view us, come find out how you can get an internship, or how you can also be a part of an apprenticeship program. We're going to have Fulton Bank there, who's going to talk about their programs and how you could be a part of it. So there's going to be no excuse. Then we celebrate our efforts by going to happy hour. And okay, it's not just the adult happy hour, but you get to learn. Everything that we do, we want you to learn. So we have chefs there, we have a mixologist, we have a person doing desserts who's going to show you how you can be the chef for the evening by following their desserts and their recipes. And then on our last day, which is Saturday, we are going to have a small business roundtable, which we're bringing the Department of Labor and two ladies who have started their own business, and M&T Bank, who will be discussing how you can take advantage of the systems that are in place and what you need to know to keep your business running. Now, where can you register for all of that? You're going to register on our forwardwlf.org website, or you can find us by following us with our hashtag #ForWLF. We want to make sure that you all are at the table and you all are getting information and the things that you need to do to go to your next level. Now, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm coming to you with something special. On Mondays, I just declared it Motivation Movement Monday. Okay? And our guest is waiting in the wings. Our guest is waiting in the wings to get you started. And then on Wednesday, it's Workforce Wednesday. And we'll be talking about careers and your jobs and trying to elevate you to the next level. And then on Friday, it's Friends Friday. And what do I mean by that? Not friends like the television show, but my friends, friends. My friends who want to impart information, who want to give you news that you can use, who want to talk about their community and what you could help them do to lift them up. So we want you to continue to tune in to get what it is that you will need that helps lift you. Now, I'm rushing because I want to make sure that we get in all of what we need to get in today. And today is Movement and Motivation Monday. And it is also February the 1st. And every month we are declaring it a part of the body and the thing that you need to focus in on. So for the month of February, we will be focusing in on our heart. We're going to focus. It's the month of love. So we want to love and caress our heart and be kind to our hearts, because it is the motivator in our body. It's what gets us pumping and what gets us moving and gets all that blood circulating throughout our body. But I don't want to make up anything, because I can make up stuff about the heart. I want us to go to our expert here, who is Ewunike. Do I have that right? I want to make it right. I purpose I was getting that. Ewunike Akpan, who is the owner of Lotus Fitness, who joins us every first Monday in the month. And she's going to give us a little bit about how she's going to educate us about our heart. So take it away and tell us some statistics about our heart.
Well, thank you, Colette. It's awesome to be here with you. Happy February 1st. This is, as you already said, this is our Heart Health Month, and the month that we recognize the importance of our heart health. It's also Black History Month. And so February is definitely special. For me, I talk a lot, obviously, as a fitness professional about heart health. And the movements that I do in all of my classes are beneficial to the heart. So one of the things that you asked me just to share with our audience here, the women of the For Women's Leadership Forum, and all those that may just find us here tonight, or just kind of just get on Facebook Live and somehow or another come to this page about the importance of our heart. And I, as we were talking before going live, I just was wondering whether you knew that heart disease and stroke is the #1 killer in women.
Whoa.
The #1 killer. And it has been that way for a number of years now. And stroke disproportionately affects African American women. So African American women are definitely more likely to, in our community, suffer from the effects of stroke than other ethnic groups. But overall, our heart health is at a serious risk for women, and it is the number one heart disease. The disease of our heart is the number one killer of us. So that's staggering.
So,
That is really staggering.
yeah, yeah. And so, not only, I mean, today we're talking about exercise, but you also talk about nutrition when it
Yes.
comes to our bodies, and that affects our heart. Um, you know, what we eat affects us, period, right?
Yes, nutrition plays a huge part. And we're talking about heart, but the valves in the heart can become clogged, and we've heard of high blood pressure and cholesterol, which develops as a result of our clogged arteries, and that's a direct result of your hereditary. You can definitely be predisposed to having heart disease in your family, but you have the ability also to especially with that knowledge, to try to do as much as you possibly can to alleviate the development of heart disease by being active, by being physically active, and by eating healthy. So eating fresh fruits and vegetables, eating lean meats, and trying to reduce really the amount of red meat that you may eat, because we know that it takes the body just so long to digest those meats, and that can also lead to poor health. So eating lots of fruits and vegetables and eating in moderate amounts for our health are important. And these are things that we can change at any time in our life. We do not have to have already been eating healthy in order to change our condition. So that's something that I want for all of our listeners to know, that no matter where you are today, here, February 1st, 2021, that if you're looking to improve your health, then you can start today. All right, you can start with being active today. We're going to do some wonderful exercises together. So here's an opportunity to move with us, as well as you can get information about how to change your nutrition if you know that's something that you should be addressing for heart health, and you can do that today. So it's never too late to make a change. And I've spoken with you and actually here in this forum before about being that example. We, as the women in our families, are the best example for our children, for the rest of our family members, for our healthy lifestyles. It starts at home, and so we can be that good example. And also, we are the ones that grocery shop and prepare the meals and put the food on the table. And so we're doing making the healthy choices and putting those healthy foods in front of our family, then guess what? We're aiding them in their health, in their future longevity as well.
And the other thing that I want to say to those um, who are watching or listening is that one of the things that you said to me that I keep in the back of my head, it is that you said it's okay. You just need to get started. Get
Yes.
get started. You need to move. And particularly, again, we talked about this on, the first time that you came on. We are sitting for so long now.
Yes, yes.
And
And sitting is the new smoking. That's the way that within the health and wellness industry, we refer to the effects that sitting have on our body. We all know how detrimental smoking is, correct? And we've
yeah,
done a great job as a society to educate people on the effects of smoking. And it took a long time, a really long time, and lots of public service campaigns And unfortunately, a lot of our own community to negatively experience the effects of smoking before we started to change culturally how we feel about and we deal with, smoking. Well, now we have to do the same thing as it relates to our lack of activity and the fact that we sit so much just in order to get our jobs done, just in order to commute, back and forth. We are no longer that society that is as active as we used to be. We're not farming. We're not doing a lot of things that just human beings are really designed to do. We're designed to move. We're not doing those things on a day-to-day basis any longer. It's more of a recreational type of activity as opposed to a way in which we live. And that's, just the advancement, of course, of our society. But that advancement, which has us sitting in front of computers or just more stationary, has had a serious detriment, is currently having a serious detriment on our overall health. And so it's so important that we get up and that we move. We recognize that we have the responsibility and our bodies need to move, that our bodies were designed to move every single day throughout the day. And in order for us to be heart healthy, we have to, I like to say, you need to sweat every day. All right. And that's through your own physical activity. That response in the body when you sweat lets you know that you've gotten that heart rate up, and that's your body's way of just releasing really good things, as a result of that effort. We need to do that every single day. It's so important for our health.
Okay, so I'm going to take my cue because that sounds like a cue to me. I'm going to move my chair and we're going to get as Martin said, we're going to get to stepping.
Yay! Yay!
All right, I'm going to move my chair out of the way.
Taking off my glasses so I can jump around.
All right. You're going to jump around. I'm going to see if I can jump around.
So I want to share with you, Colette, and those that are watching this evening, the principle of physical activity training known as a Tabata. Okay, and when we talk about heart health, I defer to this type of training because it was specifically created or discovered, I should say, by a fitness trainer of an Olympic team years and years ago, Joseph Tabata, and it helped the cycling, I believe it was the cycling, professional cycling team that he was working with to increase their cardiovascular capacity. I feel like it was either rowing, they were either rowers or cyclers, I should know that. But I do know that it's effective and that it will help improve your cardiovascular capacity. So let me just explain the principles of what a Tabata is. It's 20 seconds of work, which sounds like, oh, that's easy. And it's a short amount of time, but the goal is to work as intensely as you possibly can for that 20 seconds. Okay, and then immediately thereafter, you have a 10-second break. So it's back and forth, work, rest, work, rest, work, rest. And we are going to do that. We're going to go through 4 different moves where we're working and we're going to breathe. We're going to bring that heart rate down for those 10 seconds and then move on to that next exercise. You can do this in any combination of ways. We're going to do jumping jacks, let me just tell you, which is a way we can all just get the heart rate up really quickly. We're going to do some squats. We're going to do some ice skaters going side to side. And then we're going to do some knee hugs. We're going to go into a stretch, okay? So these 4 exercises are what our Tabata is going to be tonight. But you could be doing 4 sets of jacks, all right? Or 4 sets of squats, just, back to back. So you can mix it up, which also gives you a lot of different ways to do the Tabata. All right?
Okay.
All right. So I showed you, I explained to you what it is, but this is your jumping jack. That's going to be number one. And I want to make sure you can see my feet because guess what? You can modify this jack. I'm going to step back. You do not have to actually do the jump. You can step out side to side here. Okay? The second one we're going to do is a squat where we're going to pull those hips back and stand all the way up. The third one that we're going to do are ice skaters. I already saw you moving those arms. We're going to go side to side. And you can step or you can actually hop with that movement. And then we're going to stand up nice and tall and we're going to go into a knee hug. All right? So we're going to go through that. Colette, we want to break a sweat. So we are going to do that for 4 rounds. And we're going to breathe for those 10 seconds between each of our 4 moves. Does that make sense?
All right.
And guess what? I have a bell signal here, which is going to let us know and count us down when it's time to go from one to the next.
And for our listening audience, if you're out there and you've done these, drop us a line that you've done. You have done this with us at some point in time, whether you did it at the time of this airing or you are doing it at a time for which you're streaming. We want to know.
Thank you. And then also let us know how you if you did it and then how you felt after you did it. All right?
Yep.
So here we go. I'm going to count us down with 3 seconds, and then we start with our first exercise, which is going to be our jumping jacks. So we're going to get started here in 3, 2, and 1. And we're jumping here, or you're going to step for me side to side. If you're jumping, you're going to land nice and light here on the balls of the feet. All of us are bringing those arms overhead, really big, and breathing. We have 5 seconds here left. 3, 2, 1, time. So breathe here. We're going to get ready for some squats. I want everyone to take this first round and just kind of move and get warmed up. Ready? Begin with your squats. When we get to the second, third, and fourth rounds, we want to increase the intensity of our movements, okay? Keep standing all the way up, pulling your hips forward and pressing down through your heels at the top of your squat. That's the bell. You heard that?
Whew. Okay.
Here comes your ice skaters, Colette.
Yeah, I'll take ice skater.
2, 1. Good. So here I want you to really lean forward. There you go. And swing those arms as you take it side to side. We've seen those professional ice skaters on the ice going so fast, moving those arms. Think about that. They're leaning forward, getting up to speed. Yes. So now we stand nice and tall. We get a nice stretch here with our knee hugs. In 3, 2, and 1. So this one here doesn't necessarily get the heart rate up. Well, it could. We're lifting the knees, but it feels good. It's a good stretch. Make this an active stretch. Grab hold here of your thigh, your shin, and pull your thigh in towards your chest. Time. That's round 1. How you doing?
I'm here. I'm here.
Going back to our jacks in 3, 2, and 1. So let's take it up. And let's breathe in and out. Feeling that heart pumping. This is Heart Health Month. And we want to increase our heart health. You got to make it pump harder here in order to do that. And time. All right, we're waking it up. We're about to go into some squats. We're moving the largest muscles in the body here. These quads, these glutes. We're bringing it down, standing up. Good. Here's where we pick up intensity. We're in round 2 here, Colette. So we move a little bit faster.
We're trying to stay with you. Trying to stay with you.
Okay, I see you. 5 seconds. You're doing great. 3, 2, time. That's your bell. All right, and your favorite ones. Here come those ice skaters.
Tabata.
3, 2, 1. Do it. Let's go.
Wait.
Hop, hop, hop. There you go. You got the movement now. Yeah. There you go.
I'm just giving me a 3 or a 0.
No. You're in 10. I'm counting you down. 3, 2, and 1. Yes. So knee hugs right here. Stand tall. Breathe. You're still lifting the legs, so we're still getting the heart rate up. But this is a stretch. Go. Right here. Make it a real active stretch. You can grab here the shin or underneath the leg. Pull in towards the chest. There you go. We have 3, 2, 1. So you're halfway done.
Ooh, the heart is pumping.
Your heart beating, that's what we want.
Heart is pumping.
That is exactly what we want. Get ready for your jacks.
Ooh,
Ready?
no.
Go. Let's take it up. Colette is showing you here a modified jack. I'm showing you a full jumping jack here with the feet. The arms are reaching in both of our moves all the way overhead. We have 3, 2, and 1. Yes. Good. You heard me say that you're moving the largest muscles in your body when you do your squats, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so that's definitely getting that heart rate up. So let's drop it down and lift up. They say drop it like it's hot. We want to work those glutes. Again, we talked about sitting. What are we doing all day? Sitting on our glutes, which means that they are asleep, not working at all. Isn't that a shame? The largest muscle groups in the body completely asleep in our bodies all day. It's a shame. We gotta get up and move. Ready? Ice skaters. Let's take it side to side. You got it, Colette. I love it. Inhale and exhale. That's it. We're supporting that heart health. Breathing nice and deep here. Going to our capacity, doing what we can do. Because we're starting where we are today. That's all you can do. That's all we're going to worry about.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to finish with this fourth exercise, your knee hug. Ready and go. I like this here. This is almost like an active recovery move. Inhale. Exhale. We're getting ready for our strongest round, fourth and final round coming up right here. 3, 2, 1. You ready? Let's make it happen. This is our last one, our last round. We got this. In 3, 2, 1, jumping jacks. Come on, team. Let's keep it up. We get a recovery and a healthy dinner after this.
All right. You can't go and get that fried chicken, y'all.
No. Let's say that for a special occasion.
Put that macaroni and cheese right on up.
Time. Let's say that for those greasy, yummy foods for a special occasion. All right, take it down. We're dropping it low. We're standing up nice and tall. We're doing these squats here, stretching out these legs, squeezing this glutes. Good. Pulling these hips forward. We have 3, 2, 1, time.
That's not my favorite.
Okay.
That's
Here
okay.
comes your favorite.
This is my favorite.
Here come your ice skaters. Here we go. Ready? Begin. Swing those arms. There you go. Good. This hop right here is another great way. We're increasing the heart rate, picking up the pace here. Maybe these last 5 seconds, we really turn it on and go all the way through that finish line.
Okay, right on up. Get on back. Okay.
Yes, with some speed. All right, we're going to stretch it out. We're going here into our knee hug. Ready? Begin. Keep adding that breath here, pulling those knees into the chest. You're doing so good. We're almost to the end. Here we go. We have 5 seconds. Working all the way through the bell. And done. Woo! Did you break a sweat?
I'm doing my victory lap.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Right. Give yourself a hand.
I
Give
made
yourself
it.
a pat on the back.
I
Brush
made
your
it.
shoulders off. You deserve it.
My heart's pumping. I'm still in one piece. I even feel like I did something.
Because you
Okay.
did. You absolutely
Out there.
did.
Out there. Okay. Have you done something today for movement? If you haven't, play us back. You can play us back over again and try out what we are suggesting. Well, let me not say we. Let me say what Coach E here is suggesting that we do. And so we learned about Tabata today. We learned about the heart. My heart is pumping.
Yes, exactly. You can continue to stand up and let yourself cool down here, but I know you're like going to close out the show, but absolutely. I want to just remind everyone that cardiovascular diseases kill nearly 50,000 African American women annually. Okay? And, I mean, that, and if the statistics, just finishing here with this is just staggering to me. We just talked about this. Of African American women ages 20 and older, 49% have heart diseases. That's like half. Half of the women, if you go in a room, they're 20 and older, half of them, you can just slice it down the middle, have some form of heart disease. And that has been the case far too long. Far too long. So we can do, something about it. We're in a pandemic right now, but I know it's snowing outside, but we can march around the house. We can do that quick circuit that we just did at home. There are so many different resources that we have. It really begins with, as you said, us and just getting started.
And let me tell you, if you haven't figured out where you are physically, that means you need to go to the doctor. You need to go to the doctor and get checked out. We are not the expert, the medical experts, okay? So in order for you to determine whether heart disease is affecting you, you need to see your doctor and follow what your doctor is saying. Now, I'm out here jumping around. There's some things that I have going on that my doctor has told me that I need to do. And a lot of us are going to get advice to exercise. Because they ask you to step up on that scale. And you know what we do? Like, oh, do we really have, you really want me to step up? Can I just tell you? They say no. Get them on the scale. You get on the scale and then you start crying. They think you have an allergy or something because you start tearing up. No, it's that we haven't been good in our nutrition. We haven't been good in our exercise. So what we're bringing here today is an opportunity. You could play what we just did every morning.
Yes.
Okay, you can play every morning. Now, I just thought of that, but okay.
But that's true. And it would be such a great way to get your heart pumping and start your day.
Get your heart pumping. I should have named this that. Get your heart pumping and get some exercise in. This will get you started. And then you'll find out, okay, when she comes back, I'm ready for her.
Right.
Because I know what she's going to ask me to do, get up out that seat. So I won't be as hesitant to get out the seat. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Stay with us. Tune in. See what information that you can get from us. Not everything is going to be for everybody. Not everything is going to be for everybody. But if you tune in, you will find that something is going to be for you because we have enough content here, enough family and friends and tribe members that come on here that have your interest at heart to give you what it is that you're looking for. And I'm going to tell you, if we ain't got it, we're going to find it. We're going to find it because we want to see our women elevated. Did you want to leave with some closing remarks?
Yes, I just want to encourage everyone listening that or watching this broadcast or will replay it. Encourage you to know that you can make a difference in your own health in a positive way. And it may be, something that is uncomfortable at first, but I've worked with people over 20 years now, and it is something that, like with anything you do regularly, gets easier. It gets easier and it's worth it. You are worth it. That's what I want to leave everyone with, that you are worth being healthy, and it's worth the effort that you put in to move your body.
Okay. So you heard what Coach E said. Here's where I am. Do I want to do this? No. Should I do this? Yes, I should do this. And I should do it because I feel like I'm worth it. I'm trying to stick around. If anything, I'm trying to stick around for you. Okay? Each and every one of you. And so if you have interest in your loved ones, if you have interest in life and being upbeat, because believe it or not, even though I'm glistening because I don't sweat, even though I'm glistening here, I still appreciate the fact that somebody has an interest in me enough that they will encourage me to get it right, And so there's no shame in the game. If you can't do a push-up, okay, maybe you do a half a push-up or a partial push-up until you can get to the push-up. And the beauty about it being virtual, we can't see what you're doing. So you are accountable to you alone. And you're going to have to want to do that. So I'm just encouraging you to stick with us. We have a little bit of something for everybody. The next exercise moves, I believe, are yoga, y'all. We are doing a little bit of yoga. So I'm experiencing a lot of things that I've never experienced before. And so I'm appreciating the learning process. So what can you expect coming up in the next broadcast? Let me see here. Okay. On Wednesday, February 3rd, we have, how did I spell that wrong? Okay. I'm not going to put that up there, but I'm going to tell you. We have Aaron Copeland. And Aaron Copeland is of Aligned Staffing. And Aligned Staffing has jobs. They have jobs. They're looking. You need a job? Okay. Now you need to fit the bill, but we're going to talk about jobs and workforce development, and we're going to talk about what's out there and what he expects through his company for people to bring to the table in order to get a job. Okay, that was Wednesday. Now on Friday, oh, wait a minute. Where's my Friday banner? My Friday banner is right here. We have Keisha Hicks of Elevate Her. Isn't that clever? Elevate Her. And she's going to talk to us about that good old self-care. What does it mean? Now, she talked about it last month when we were focused on another part of the body, but now we've moved on to the heart. So what does self-care mean with regard to the heart? And then we're already in it. We're celebrating Black History Month with 28 days of Black business celebration. And guess what, y'all? Guess what? Lotus Fitness is a Black business, a Black-owned business right there pointing to it. Black-owned business, and we're supporting her in this month. And guess what? After this month, too. Okay.
LotusFitness.com.
Say it again.
LotusFitness.com.
LotusFitness.com. So if you want to get your workout on, lotusfitness.com. And
Online
then,
training.
huh?
Online training.
Wait a minute. So she's not giving you any excuses. She's not giving me one. So she's not gonna give you one either. So get on that, get on it, as they say. Now, this all brings us up to that Women's Leadership Forum, which we want to see you there March 18th, 19th, and 20th. Now, I want to tell you all, if in fact you are not finding this affordable, I want you to drop me a line because I want to talk to you about being able to come to the forum. I'm trying to see all of you all there. And so I don't want any excuses, just like Coach E wouldn't give me an excuse for doing this exercise here today. I want to see all of you all there. So I want you, if you are want to attend the forum, please drop me a line and let me know that you want to attend the forum. Is there anything else that I missed out on? Should I be talking about anything else? Other than February is the heart month. We have exercised our heart. I want to thank Coach E for being there and encouraging me and encouraging you all as a audience. And I want you to continue to come back. She's going to be here every first Monday in the month. I don't know what else we're going to learn, but we learned the new word today was Tabata.
Yes.
Tabata.
Yes.
And we learned what that is. It's another word for doing a lot of exercises in a short period of time, but we got it in. We got it in. And so I'm so proud of you. I want everybody to remain safe, to remain masked up, and socially distant and wash those hands and continue to love one another. And I hope to see you all back here on Wednesday at 6 p.m. where we have a lot to talk about. You're not going to want to miss Aaron Copeland. I'm not going to want to miss Aaron Copeland because he's always got something to say. I can't even tell you. So everybody out there, stay tuned. I'll see you next time. Thank you, Coach E.
You're welcome. Bye.
I will.
Good.